Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, welcome to the orientation. You're welcome. I see you, Abdul Fatai Ayomide. I see you, Sulaiman. You're just coming. Welcome, welcome. Emmanuel, I see you. You're welcome. Okay. Peace. I see you, Sulaiman, Samson, Victor, Oyinlola, Adedeji. I see you. Clinton. You're just coming. Welcome, welcome. Temilade. Okay, this is your name customization is wow. Well, you're welcome. If you have other friends that are yet to join, kindly tell them to join. We're starting the meeting very, very soon. Welcome, welcome. Moses, you're welcome. Please, if you are just joining, make sure to mute your mic, please, so we can have the best meeting and we're going to be fast as possible. You're welcome, Ahmed. You're just coming. Welcome, welcome. Please turn on your video camera and mute your mic. You're welcome. Miracle, you're welcome. Moses, please kindly off your video. We can. All right. All right. You're welcome. If you're just joining, we're going to start in a bit. Waiting for others to join. Please, if you've joined this meeting right now, can you just go to WhatsApp and just give a thumbs up or just drop a sticker so I can know that you are here. All right, I'm waiting for that. Okay, so the first thumbs up. Peace. I can see you here. I'm waiting for others. Aroluwa, you're welcome. You're welcome. 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 Okay, Diamond. King Clint. Chris, I see you. Ahmed, I see you. Moses, I see you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, we have 21 people live now. By my time here, it's 8:04. So we'll just wait a few minutes before we start the meeting proper. Okay, you can see a love emoji. Raphael, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see you. We have 22 people on this meeting, and I'm seeing just 10 reactions on WhatsApp. What's going on? Let's be active, please. James, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, all right, all right. So we're turning up. I like that, guys. I like that. I like that. The Miladi, you're turning up. Fatima, I see you. Honorable Abdul Latif Ayomide Bam Bam. This your name, self is wonderful. I see you too. Moses, I see you. Mm-hmm. All right, we've waited for 5 minutes now, so I think we can start the meeting proper. All right. Good evening, everyone. I don't want to say good morning, good afternoon because we are all in Nigeria, I guess. And if you're in Nigeria, if you're not in Nigeria, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is. You're welcome to this Enochs Up Tech class orientation. If you're just hearing my voice for the first time, my name is Dave World, and I'm the head of tech in Enochs Up organization. So you all welcome. So I'm going to be presenting my screen now so that we can dive into what we have for today. If you can see my screen, kindly make sure to react on the chat so I can know you're following. And if you can't, also you can also drop a message on the message box. All right. I hope you can all see my screen now. Can we all see my screen? Okay, Clinton, you say thank you. Okay. Esther, you said you can't see your screen, sir. Can you see my screen now? Please let me know. Okay, I can see a nice thumbs up. Nice, nice. You guys are following. I like that. I love that. Sorry, some people are joining in, so I have to make sure they are here so they don't miss out anything. Adewumi, you are 6 minutes late. Welcome. Your name is in my record. Adewumi, you came late. If you come after 5 minutes, you came late. Okay, Clinton says he can see my screen now. Okay. I meant to say we can see it. Okay, so we're good to go. So do we have any other people that want to join? Okay, Adewumi, you are requesting over and over again. Moses, your hand is up. Any question? All right, all right. Please kindly put your hand down. Thank you. So all messages and reactions are taken very strictly, so we can have the best. So we can have the best meeting as possible. I want to respond to everybody. I want to make sure everyone is clear, and we don't have any question. So without any further ado, let's dive right into what we have for today. All right, can you all see my screen? Um, trying to get. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. We have reactions. Okay, okay. You can see my screen. You can see my screen. Nice. I want to make sure I'm seeing everybody's chat when I'm presenting, so that if we have any question, I can get to answer it on time. Don't worry, I'm not going to waste you guys' time. In the next 30 minutes, we'll be done with this orientation. All right. So I hope you can all see my screen now. Yes, yes. So if anyone has any question, I can see the chat. So the latest person that commented was Esther. Esther, please let me know. Can you see my screen now? Because you're the one that commented last. So who's in the queue? Somebody hand is raised. Please make sure that you have questions if your hand is raised. Esther is still saying she can't see my screen. Please, can you guys see my screen? I want to be very, very sure I'm presenting my screen. Yes, people are saying they can see my screen. So Esther, I think you have to join and rejoin again. So without any further ado, let's dive right into what we have for today. So today we're going to be talking about Enochs Up Tech Class Orientation, right? By Dave Wald. And as I said earlier, I'm Dave Wald and I'm the head of tech of Enochs Up team, right? Please kindly mute your mic. Okay, thank you. All right. So our agenda for today is going to be, first we'll talk about the introduction. That means we're going to introduce who Enochs Hub is. We're going to introduce what the brand is about. All right. So we're going to introduce what the All right, so I'm going to introduce what the brand is about, what Enochs Hub is about. Then after that, we'll jump right into the primary goals that Enochs Hub have for you guys. And also the third one we'll be talking about is the area of growth. That means what AOC are we concentrating on? What do you want to focus on in this particular tech class, right? Then after we're going to talk about the course instruction, like the rules and regulation you have to follow to achieve the desired aim of this particular Enochs Hub Tech class. And lastly, we'll just give a summary of Enochs Hub and everything we've said, and we'll call it a day. So up on my next on my slide is going to be the introduction, right? So Enochs Hub is a dynamic platform committed to driving innovations, positive charge, positive change, and community development. And Enochs Hub focuses on equipping individuals with essential skills for today's fast-paced world, right? I'm sure you all are familiar with Enochs Hub, right? If you guys are familiar, please kindly give a thumbs up. If you know about Enochs Hub before, kindly give a thumbs up. All right, Abdul, I see you. Clinton, nice. Tina, everyone, I see you. Okay, that's very good. So we all know what Enochs Hub is about before, and Enochs Hub is really doing great, right? Because it's providing a platform that can quench these so-called less job opportunities that's happening now in our era, right? If you all know, to make money nowadays is not easy, right? You have to also, especially to those that are into business markets, right? You have to post every day on your status. You have to communicate with clients very well to sell something just to see daily bread. So that was Enochs Hub is trying to quench. Enochs Hub is trying to bridge the gap between youths of nowadays finding jobs, right, and non-finding jobs, right? So Enochs Hub is trying to be the platform whereby youth of nowadays can acquire the skills so that they can offer for people out there to make money, right? I hope that's clear to us. Now, we're going to be looking at some events Enochs Hub has done before, right? So by the picture that we have here, you can see that Enochs Hub has done a lot of events, right? I just tried to pick out some of the events that Enochs Hub have achieved during this year, just this year alone. Enochs Hub just started this year, yes, early this year, if I'm right. So you can see he has met with the first picture is showing the VC of OAU. If you all are in OAU, or if you have anybody in OAU, you should know the VC face, right? Okay, so we have the VC. He has met with the VC. He has done charity for children. He has done scholarships for people that owns business. He has given them sponsorships. He has done giveaways for the executives in different school. He has visited different school, OAU, Union Shun, EXU, Lead City, many schools, right? And Enochs Hub is really doing great. So if you are part of Enochs Hub platform, you should be very happy that Enochs Hub is actually sponsoring your tech class, because that's a lot, guys, trust me. So down to our primary goals, right? Before I go to our primary goals, let me just give you guys these short quotes that this guy said. Like, this guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know I love his quote. So he said, people will smile while they are alone. Okay? So he said, people who smile while they are alone used to be called insane until we invented smartphones and social medias, right? So before, like, I just find this very funny, right? So before, if you are seeing that you're laughing alone or anything, people will think whether you're insane. But now, you just see people just laughing randomly. Like, you feel like, what's wrong? Because you not get to realize that, oh, she's on her phone or stuff like that. So now let's move on. Primary goals, right? So the primary goals of Enochs Hub is to eradicate financial literacy, as I said earlier, among youth, right? So we do these variously initiatives, including, if you are familiar with Enochs Hub very well, you should have heard of the male forest class, female forest class, if I'm right. If I'm saying something that makes sense, please kindly give a thumbs up. If you've heard of it before, the forest class, yeah, okay, we can see some hands up, right? So you have tech education. If you know Enochs Hub very well too, he also has a fashion brand and is doing quite a lot, right? And that's very impressive. So another quote that we have here, he's saying, if you believe it would work, you will see opportunities, right? If you believe it won't, you will see obstacles, right? So you are left to decide on what path to go on, right? If you believe in yourself that you want to become a developer, that you want to become a techie, right, you're going to see opportunities, right? But if you are scared that I'm not sure what will happen, one or twos will happen and stuff like that, you will see obstacles. So theory, the area of growth, right? So for this tech class alone, as I said earlier, Enochs Up have different and variety branches, right? Enochs Mail Tech, Enochs Up Forex class, Enochs Up fashion. There are many like that, but I'm just focusing on what I'm here for, which is the tech class. So we also have, I think, a freelancing platform which is held by one of my other colleague, right? He would get to talk about that if you're part of his class. This is my own class. So we're going to be talking about programming, right? Programming, data analysis. Who knows what programming here is? So if you can confidently define what programming is, kindly unmute your mic and talk. I have something for you. ASAP, ASAP, no time. Anybody? Ha, you guys don't know what to talk. Hey, nobody. I have something for you. If you can define what programming is, should I just keep my gifts to myself? Okay, somebody wants to talk. Right, very simple. So who said that now? Is it Boluwatife uh, or Jones? Because two mics were unmuted. Jones, very good, very good. So just message me. I have something for you after this class. Right, very very simple. Programming a set of specific instructions given to a computer to perform a specific task. Right. So we're going to be focusing on programming, web development, data analysis, freelancing, and also data science. Don't worry if you don't know what all these terms is. We are going to be explaining them one by one in each classes, right? So you're going to have class for introduction to programming, you're going to have class for data science, you're going to have class for data analysis, you're going to have class for web development, you're going to have class for also freelancing, right? How to apply for jobs and stuff like that. So if you're confused, don't worry. That's why this platform was created, to help you, to guide you guys through, to hold your hands along till you get to your destination, right? So next on my list is going to be introduction of our team members, right? So some I just listed four particular people that are going to be talking. I don't know if they are here yet, but first on my list we have Dave Ward. So Dave Ward is going to be. I'll be passing the mic now to Dave Ward to introduce himself. All right, Dave Ward, over to you. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So my name is Dave Ward, and as you can see from this picture, I'm a web developer, a data scientist, right? So I'll be guiding you guys through on how to become a web developer, either being front end or back end, and using latest tech stacks. And also data scientist, I'm going to be helping you guys with some data analysis tools and data scientist tools too, right? I don't want to get too much into details, but know that I'm going to be guiding you through. And yeah, that's just it. So do we have Janet in the building? Janet, if you are here, kindly raise your hand. Janet, are you here? Janet. Janet is our data analyst, and Janet is also a student like some of you that are here. And trust me, she's very, very good in data analysis tools, right? And she's going to be guiding you guys. She's one of the person that's going to be guiding you guys through your data analysis journey also. I don't know if Janet is here. Kindly raise your hand or unmute your mic. Janet, are you here? Okay, if Janet is not here, let's go to Greatness. So Greatness is a data scientist, and Greatness uses tools like, okay, somebody wants to join the call. Sorry, I don't want to miss out anybody. Okay, Olari, why you see the time you are just coming? What's the time? Don't worry. When you come to my class, you're the one that'll be answering my question every time. It's 8:21. I just joining. I'll soon be done. So Greatness is also a data scientist, and lastly we have Diamond, software developer. I don't know that year, but I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's a network or something. So Diamond, if you're here, kindly unmute your mic and just say one or two for your people. Good evening, Diamond. Nice to have you here. Yeah, all right. So this that's Diamond. Diamond is a software developer. He works for a company, AAG Express. You can check him out on LinkedIn. Diamond, what's your name so that they can check you out on LinkedIn? Sorry, your full name. Sorry, did you get that? Diamond. Okay, okay. So I said you should tell us your name so that we can search for you on LinkedIn to see what you are really about. So for others that are interested to see who Diamond is, you can just tell us your name so that they can search for you. Yeah. Wow. 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 That's very awesome. So if you guys know AAJ, you should know that AAJ is one of the biggest. I'm saying it again, one of the biggest because we have Speed Off. You know Speed Off, right? We have what again? There are other different shipping. Yeah, GIG exactly. So like we have GIG, Smart Off. We also have AAJ, right? So AAJ is one of the biggest shipping platform in Nigeria. Ah, now here we go. You want to hype your company, but yeah, yeah. Wow, really, wow. But really, I think I'm really going to start using AAJ because trust me, Speed Up has showed me shaggy. When I order some goods from AliExpress, God, don't let me divert. Let's just continue. So right, if you know about AAJ, you know about AAJ, one of the biggest and fastest and rising shipping company in Nigeria. Maybe they'll get to the world. Maybe that in the world already. I do not know. But yeah, so that's that about that. All right. All right. That's very good. So Janet, do we have you here? Janet, greatness, do we have you here? I saw Janet here. Janet is supposed. All right. Janet. I don't know why Janet is always calling me sir, 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 sir. We are all in this tech space together, eh? Good evening, ma. How are you, ma? All right. So just tell us about yourself, just briefly, and we'll move on. Yeah. Hi, God I beg you. Wow. Yes, exactly. I've seen some of Janet's data viz project, and trust me, it's very eye catching. I don't know if you guys know about data visualization, but when I'm talking about something that is very eye catching, it's very sweet. Like you see a viz dashboard. Don't worry, all these terms that I'm using, data visualization and everything, you get used to it very well. So Adedeji is going. Thanks for joining. We really, really appreciate, and we hope to see you in our next tech class once it gets to your time. So right, so all right, bye Adedeji. Please let's clap for him as he leaves, please. Thumbs up or anything, comment section. Yeah, God bless you. I can see you, Temi, Abdul. Yeah, 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 Clinton. All right, that's nice. All right, so as I said earlier, Janet has done nice eye-catching this project, and you get to see some of that when you get to our class. So last person, greatness. Is greatness here? So greatness took permissions that I think she went somewhere. So where she is currently, the network is not currently stable. So I don't know if she's here. But if she's not here, you guys will get to meet greatness in your class, right? She's going to be teaching you guys some two. I don't want to say much about it now, but trust me, greatness is very good when it comes to SQL, right? If you know what SQL is, if you're familiar with the tech space, you should know that SQL means structured query language. So this girl can query anything. Hi, God. But you guys will get to know more about her when we get there. So moving on to the next, which we're almost done. We're already in the fourth outline, right? So this first one is going to be the course instruction. Okay, somebody's trying to join. Prima channel, welcome. I'm not sure if I pronounced that very well, but you're just coming to my class 827. If you are part of my programming class, just know that you're the second that will be answering question every time, right? Number one, you know yourself. I'm not going to mention him again. So moving on, our course instruction. So commitment and discipline, right? And this is always a common saying that in pidgin, let me just say it in pidgin because I know some of you understand pidgin and most of you, right? That no be everybody will matriculate go conjugate. Do you get it? So we are looking for serious students here. We don't want students that will join the first day, second day you're not around, then third day you give excuses, you come back on the fourth day. Trust me, this is the basics and this is very, very crucial. Once you can miss any part in the basics, trust me, you're going to find it very hard understanding this programming of a thing, right? Because the beginning aspect is very, very crucial. It helps you build the fundamentals, right? So just look at it like as if you are building a house and you don't get the foundations very well. What will happen? Obviously, it's going to collapse. I pray we don't all collapse in Jesus' name. I pray everybody that starts ends the course. But again and again, we are looking for serious students. If we have over 100 people that start the course, and later at the end of the day, we are seeing that only 20 people made it to the end of the course. I mean, that's very good because Enochs Hub is going to be giving, even helping Enochs Hub safe because he's using his money, right? He's going to give certificates and award to the 20 people that finish the courses, right? So life is not hard. So we want commitment and discipline. Next one, we want strict. We are going to be we want to make sure that you guys are strict, make use of the material strictly and follow the instructions carefully, basically. So strict use of materials. So all courses material, including videos, links, and any other resources provided by the tutors must be strictly used and followed, right, as instructed. These resources are key to your success in the course, right? So let me make it clear to you that it's not every time that online meeting or online classes works. That sometimes that we'll just tell you guys that, oh, go ahead and watch this video to download what we're going to need before the class. So you want to make sure you adhere to those instructions very well. So the last one is going to be respect for fellow students and tutors, right? So no matter who your tutor is, no matter who she is or who he is, even if you senior the tutor 10 years, 3 years, I do not care. As far as they have something to offer that you do not have, you have to make sure to respect that, right? So a positive and respectful learning and environment is essential. Be considerate to your fellow students and tutors to maintain a productive class. Nafisat, welcome. You are the third on my list. If you are part of my programming class, know that you'll be the third person to be answering questions very well. The first person knows himself, second person knows himself, and the third person Nafisat. I will not forget you guys' name. Just pray your name in my class because I'll disturb you guys very well. So moving on. You want to make sure you respect. If you have any questions, feel free to message your tutor. Once your tutor is free or less busy, the tutor is going to respond to your message, right? So moving on. I know you all have one questions, right? And what is that question? When is the class starting? Right? So the class is going to start very soon. Now, why did I say very soon? Because we're trying to build a community whereby it's going to be convenient for almost everyone to take the class, right? So once you can see your class timetable, right, on the WhatsApp group, your timetable is going to be dropped weekly, right? So once you can see your timetable weekly, just know that your class have started, right? So your class is going to be structured every week based on your tutors availability and based on your votings also, if that will be needed. So in summary, Enochs Hub is providing you with an amazing opportunity to gain critical skills in tech field, contributing to your financial literacy and personal growth. So if you're a student and you want to make money, obviously I know that's the main reason why. The main reason is to make money, right? So before you can make money, we have some things to build, we have some things to catch If you don't do that, if you don't do that right, then trust me, there's going to be problem on the road, and we don't want that, right? So we want to make sure that we build the foundation very well. And trust me, this this tech space, right? There's nothing really complex about tech in a whole. Once you can get the basics very well, trust me, doing other complex topics or following projects online. Okay, we have somebody that wants to join. Precious Fisayo, welcome. So, as I said earlier, if you can grasp the knowledge, the basics very well, building complex projects, building real life complex project scenarios, coming up with an idea, the thinking process and everything is going to be easy for you guys. So you want to make sure that you build the foundations very well. I'm highlighting on this over and over again because I know that once the foundation is destroyed, what can Enochs up do, right? So please make sure to build the foundation very well. I'm also going to make sure to carry many students that I can as possible, because I know if you're in a university, your lecturer cannot control everyone, right? It's not possible. So I'm going to make sure to carry as many students as I can, and yeah, may God help me. So lastly on my slide we have, yes, we have me. I told you I'm not going to waste your time, right? So let's connect. So if you want to connect with me, you can check me out on YouTube. Search for Tech with Dave World. You can follow me. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you need anything, if you want to ask me a message personally, because I'm sure you can't message, you can't send a message on the group because we want it private and organized for now. So if you have any question, feel free to ask any admin or ask me. This is my number here. You can also email on my mail, it.eniolaademola@gmail.com. You can follow me on all social media handles. I post related tech content at _ Dave World on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. I think I have over 4,000 followers on TikTok, over 900 followers on Instagram, and and Twitter, over 1,000 too, right? So you can follow me to see tech tips, and yeah, trust me, I provide quality content. So lastly, if you have any question before this meeting ends, kindly raise your hand up. While waiting, any question, any contribution, suggestion? Okay, Samson, kindly unmute your mic and ask a question. Samson, are you there? You raised your hand. So the mistake. Okay. So does anyone have any contribution or suggestion? Any question before we end the meeting? I promised you guys I was not going to waste your time. Okay, Ayubida, I'm coming for you, please. A minute. So this is 8:35 and we started 8:05. 30 minutes. So Ayubida, go on. Good evening, Ayubida. Ayub, I'm so sorry for that. Ayubami, good evening. Yes. So, is that your question? Before I answer, is that all? All right. So this question is coming over and over and over again, and I've addressed it already. So Esther is also asking the same question: can we use our phones for this training, or is it important to get a laptop? Please check the chat, sir. Okay, I've checked your chat and I've seen it. I'm going to be addressing everybody together. Okay. So I've addressed it on the group before. If you're on the group, and I remember somebody asked this question on the group. I think that was where we had our last conversation. The question was, if I don't have a system, will the tutorial still be possible without? And I answered, you can also go ahead and check the group, right? So I said you can follow along without a system for an introductory section, right? So we're still doing the basic parts. You can still follow along, right? You can still follow along. However, it is very important that you make arrangements for a laptop before starting the main programming class, right? Because you can actually program on your phone. but it's not advisable, and it's advisable also. Now, why did I say it's not advisable? To get the best learning experience is not advisable. And the reason why I say it's better again is because half is better than none, right? And there are software applications out there that can write basic programming codes, right? There are software applications that can handle HTML and CSS. There are software applications that can handle Python, right? But you're just going to be writing the codes on your phone, and based on experience, it's not really advisable, right? It's not really advisable based on experience. So I want the questions to show you. Sorry, I've been not be displaying the question here. So I hope I answered your question. It's possible to take the courses without a laptop, but to have the best learning experience, right, you have to get a system. And that's why we extending the class a little bit because of you guys. Like, we got many messages that, please sir, we are going to be getting our system this week, next week beginning, and we've heard all your cries, right? So the class is going to be starting officially next week, right? So we're giving you guys that have begged us to give you a little bit more time before you get the system, because we know you're a student and we understand how everything goes, right? So please, before the main programming class starts, make sure to get a system. Do you have any other question? Okay, somebody hand is raised. Suleiman, and I'm not sure. I think God will be pronouncing you guys first letter and last letter, because why would Nigerian name be so confusing like this? But I mean, Suleiman, you can go on. Hi, good evening, Suleiman. Hey, hey, I'm so sorry, yo. Kí ni mo wá fẹ́ fún ẹ báyìí? Má bínú, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. All right, so that has not been decided on yet. So if I get your question right, your question is asking, are there any other groups for different classes? No, not yet, because students have not. I'm sure you guys are beginners and you don't really know, except for those. I remember I dropped a message one time and I said you guys should message me with your name and the area of interest. So based on those statistics, we noticed that most students are not sure of what of where they want to join yet, right? So what we're doing is we're trying to brief everybody. We're trying to give everybody an introductory section. So after some while, we'll now ask you guys to decide to pick which one you want, right? So for now, you have to follow along. You have to learn the basics of everything, so that you can now say, oh, after learning the basics, I think I'm interested in this and this now. I hope I get a question. I hope I get to answer the question now. All right. Can somebody is asking, can one learn all? Yes, you can learn all, but it's not advisable. I mean, it's better to focus on one person, or it's better to focus you on one thing than to put many things on your head. So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to give you guys the basics of everything so you can see how everything looks like. Then after on, you now get to decide, oh, okay, I don't want to do data analysis again. I just want to learn the basics of programming. That's Python. Or no, I just want to learn data science, machine learning. And trust me, you can't learn machine learning without learning the basics of Python. That's if you don't know it yet already. So that's just it. So I can see, okay, if I pronounce his name, I'm sure he's going to correct me again. So you know your hand is raised. Just unmute the mic. Yeah. What's the name? Uh, Janai. Do I get that right? Are you there? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's the name? All right. All right. I think you joined late. If you joined early, I think I projected that on the slide, right, where I said our area of growth, right? Programming, web development, data analysis, freelancing, and data science. So these are the area we're focusing on for now. Later on, if we see you guys are dedicated um and more focused, we can dive into web applications, we can dive into mobile applications, we can dive into software applications development also, if you guys are very focused. So yeah, that's just it. These are the area of interest we're going to be giving you guys for now. Did I get to answer your question, Jenai? Uh, So the programming language you're going to learn is based on the particular interest you are focusing on, right? If you want to learn web development, if you are familiar, you should know that you'll be learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, and Next.js, and some frameworks, right? If you are learning data analysis, you should know that you're going to be learning Excel, Power BI or Tableau, SQL, and Python, right? If you're learning data scientist, you should know you're going to learn, if you are going for data scientist, you should know you're going to learn everything that a data analyst is learning, plus you're going to learn statistics, and you're also going to learn machine learning models, how to build AIs, algorithms. All right. So whatever programming language you'll be learning is based on the area of interest you are focused in. That's why I said you guys will have an introductory class of everything. You're going to join all the classes first. Then when it's time, we'll not tell you guys to choose which one you want to focus on. So yeah, that's just it. Any other question? I mean, it's okay to have interest in everything, right? You can do everything if you know you're capable. And I've said that earlier. It is advisable to do a course at a time than to do everything at once. Are we good to go? All right. So I guess that's a yes. So is there any other question? All right. So before you guys go, I want to let you know that everything that we talked about today has been recorded. I pray so. Yes, it has been recorded. So if you want to get back to the orientation, or for those of your friends that missed it, don't worry, we got you guys covered. Trust me. That's why I'm your head of tech, to give you the best learning experience platform that you can ever have, right? So we're going to post it on the YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check the YouTube for the recording. Everything is there. All your questions, all the slides presentations are there. So, and I wish you guys the very best. And for those that want to get a system, make sure you get your system before the class starts, right? So with that being said, that will be the end of today's orientation. I hope you guys had a nice time, and I hope to see you guys in my class. For those that I mentioned your name, know yourself, oh, know yourself, right? So yeah, so that will be the end of today's class. Thank you very much, and see you on the other side. Peace out, guys. Good night. Thanks for the good night. Good night, so Salimo. I guess I will pronounce that right now. Salimo. Good night. Yeah, and you too.